Today I'm going to show you how to apply your entire makeup application using the detailed brush and the blush and bronzer brush. So first off, I'm starting with my contour. I apply this right on the actual bone of my cheekbone. It's kind of like right down the top of your ear. And I'm applying that also to my forehead. I'm going to do my jawline and a bit under my chin to hide my double chin. Now, a tip for contouring your cheeks is if you want to make your face look skinnier, apply it more kind of diagonal. If you want to add some extra volume, you can kind of swoop at the end. And don't bring it any further than the pupil of your eye. Now, I added a little under my lip to make it look bigger. And then going into nose contour, I like to use the sides of the detail brush to give me like precise lines. And then into brightening shade, I always put some on my eyelids. That's going to prep them for eyeshadow, but also just complete your look. Put some down the middle of your nose, under your nose, and then your chin, and then of course the inner and outer corners of your eyes. These areas will draw light to your face. And now I take the small end of the blush and bronzer brush and apply my main shade everywhere that my contour and brightening shade are not. I'm going to stipple that in. That's the word we like to use, but that's kind of tapping the makeup into your skin versus doing a rubbing motion and swiping it on. You want to push it in with cream makeup. And then here on this other side, once I apply my main highlight, I'm going to show you how I like to apply my brightening highlight so it doesn't get lost within some of the other colors. Also, if I recommended a color corrector, I like to use the small end of that to color correct under the eye. You should only be putting a small amount of the right color under your eye, and that's going to prevent creasing and, of course, setting under your eye so that you do not have creasing. I'm going to lightly tap my contour in. I don't want to blend it in too much because I do want it to still be noticeable and create that dimension. I'm just tapping it in a little bit, and then with my nose contour, I really like to just tap that in with my fingers. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, my temples, my nose, and down my neck. This is going to add warmth to all of those areas. I find it really helps complete the look. So here I'll show you one side with bronzer and one side without. How much it just changes the look of your skin with that sun-kissed glow. I like to use the really big fluffy side of the blush and bronzer brush. And then for the blush, I like to use the small end. I'm placing that just 2 fingers higher than the apples of my cheek. If you were to smile, find the apple and apply 2 fingers higher. This will help lift your cheeks. That way when you stop smiling, your face doesn't completely drop. And of course, add some to the lip. And then here, after I apply my blush and bronzer, I like to apply my brightening shade to the inner and outer corner of my eyes and then in my T-zone, just because I like it to be more prominent and don't want it to get lost, but this is completely optional. And then another optional tip is if you don't want to be wearing eyeshadow, you could add your Bella bronzer into your crease. It makes a really gorgeous color and kind of contours your eyes. And then of course you always want to set that with powder. Anywhere that has a crease, you want to set. Now for your eyebrows, if you have some nice tamed eyebrows, you can use a spoolie with your contour and just kind of brush it through your brow. If you want more of a defined brow, you can use the line brush, using the angled side, picking up your contour and actually kind of drawing in your brows. You can also use an eyeshadow for this. Let me know if you need a certain color to recommend, but contour always works great. Like so. And then you want to pick up any extra product, especially under your eye, with a damp sponge. Push that makeup in. You can also spray your sponge with a setting spray to help set your makeup, and then set any oily spots with powder and set your under eye.